Welcome back, everybody. I'm glad you guys are here. Let me start this episode or this show or this video off by saying basically a quote that teacher had said years ago, something the teacher said years ago. And that was from my teacher. For those people that are new joining the channel, Grandmaster Gene L. Chacoin, the late, great Grandmaster Gene L. Chacoin. And he said it like 50 years, but now I'll have to change it to about 75 years. But the martial arts, like he said, the martial arts have taken a lot of steps in the last 75 years, but they've all been backwards. And I'm putting a link to a video of a guy who showed like Tai Chi Fighting. And it surprised me because the guy had like 198 subscribers, but had over 3,000 views. And now when I looked at it, he had like almost 700 subscribers, which tells me this is how much people live in this make-believe world. In the martial arts industry as a whole, I believe there's a great percentage, I don't want to say 80%, 90% or whatever, a great percentage of the people that practice any style of martial art have this make-believe in their mind, but in the Chinese martial arts, it's really bizarre and real high up there. It would be like if a friend of mine came to me and said, "Hey, Steve, I learned how to ride a horse." I would say, "Wow, that's cool. Where'd you go? Out the stables out here at Red Rock and take lessons?" "No, I learned off of YouTube." "So you haven't been on the back of a horse?" I mean, this is the way it is. This is what's so bizarre to me, because anyone who has sparred or fought will know what works and what doesn't work for them, and how you really can't explain what you would do in a situation, because every situation is different. If a guy grabbed me this way and he was my height, my weight, or shorter than me, and less weight, I would probably handle it this way. If he's 6'4", 265 pounds, would I handle it the same exact way that I would handle it with a guy who's 5'7", 5'8", 185 pounds? Of course not. This is what about if the guy is highly skilled or not skilled? How would you handle? I mean, you can't even grasp it. I mean, how could I even tell you how I would do? I don't know what I would do. Every time my students would ask me, "What would you do in this case? What would you do?" I don't know. I have no clue what I would do. It depends on a lot of different factors. All right, so for people to talk, especially Tai Chi people, to talk about fighting, how many of you have used Tai Chi in a fight? And I'm not talking about Tai Chi principles. We all have give and take. That's normal in every fight. You maybe give some ground to take some back. You maybe lean back, to avoid a punch, so of course that's in every style. So how many people have used Tai Chi in a fight? How many people have used Xingyi or Bagua in a fight? Shuai Jiao, and threw somebody in a fight? All right, not many, I guarantee you. But the one good thing that I'm hoping is that everybody who's watching this channel, they don't subscribe to the make-believe that, I can kill you like this, I can punch you like that, I can hit you like this, like I call it like the Buckwheat Theory. You ever see the little rascals in Buckwheat say, "I hit him like this, I hit him like that, I hit him like this, I hit him like that." And, a little kid that's just talking about how he had beat up this pirate or whatever, "I hit him like this, I hit him like that." That's what I look at a lot of martial arts doing, you guys. We really have to apply every single thing to see, can I even pull it off? Maybe I can pull it off on this dude, but I can't pull it off on that type of dude. You see what I'm saying? So you have to know the tools that are in your toolbox. Grandmaster Xi Jinping, he used to always say that, uh, it depends on what's in your toolbox. You don't just pull out a hammer for every single problem. You need a screwdriver, you need a wrench, you need this. And he would talk about like bigger people at teacher school that were bigger, stronger people that their chest is like two of my chests. And he would say, he can use any tool. It doesn't matter what he pulls out of his toolbox because he can pull off more things. Okay, so please, keep that in mind, you guys. I mean, so many times when I started, like that single knuckle punch where we just punch like that and just hit. I don't know how many of you have seen that video that I have about single knuckle punch, but when I first learned that, man, I tried to hit a heavy bag and I was rolling my wrist and really, getting afraid of spraining my wrist. So I started wrapping my hands and then really wrapping the wrist and getting that timing down pat of hitting. And eventually I didn't need the wraps anymore, but that still doesn't matter in a fight because when I go to hit, I might be going to hit when he's coming in too, and now I got jammed up. I mean, how many times have you been in a fight and you get your hands cut or whatever? I mean, or I still have a lump here where I caught a guy with an uppercut, but I didn't get to turn into it as much as I wanted to, and my hand was turned this way, and when he came down with his elbow to block, and we had gloves on, and it still left a lump on my hand to this day. I mean, so fights are different, you guys, but I want you to watch this guy's video, and so you can see how, like this guy's talking about getting into someone's space and getting in on them, but you're not taking in the factor that when you get into that space, that elbowing and kneeing space, it's also grappling space. So is that guy going to take you down with a double leg? But in the mind of most Chinese martial artists, heck no. But every time you see on YouTube a Tai Chi guy challenge a boxer or MMA guy, they get their ass handed to them badly. Why? Because they live in a make-believe world where the person punches, steps right, punches right, has the other hand chambered here, and then the guy, can do whatever technique he wants and he looks like he's brilliant. I mean, man, I just pray that none of you guys that are on this channel are in that mindset. We have to, pressure test this stuff. We have to think about it. We have to see what works and what doesn't work, what I can pull off, with somebody standing like this, and what I can pull off when they're moving, and I don't know if they're going to kick or punch, or if they're coming in, or if they're going to back out. Are they just fainting and seeing how I move? I mean, there's so much involved in it, you guys, and I hate to go on such a rant like this, but I do want to be sure that the people because I don't care how many subscribers I have, as long as the subscribers are of the same mindset, you know what I mean? That we're all, thinking the same way, and we're all going to improve what we love so much, because I do know that. I bet you everyone that watches these videos loves the Chinese martial arts. And so, to see it go so far down in such few years is shameful, and we have to get it back, all right? So I'm sorry I took this week to rant, but I had to do that, you guys. We need to be on the same page, and I hope and pray that everybody is on that page. Peace be with you. Next week we'll be into something else. All right. So you guys take care. Have a great one.